Ooh. Are you ready to make something spooky with me? Welcome to today's Crafter School special. We're going to be doing some mummies today, some mummy lanterns. And this is what it's going to look like. If you reserved a take and make bag from the library, let's just go over what was inside. You would have found a jar, a roll of masking tape, 2 Google eyes stuck on a piece of, well, glue dots, a candle, and a little snack. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your jar and open it up. It has 2 parts for the top, the ring and the seal. Now, in the ones that I saw done online, they had you have this be the top of your mummy. But I think because we're putting the candles in it, I'm going to have you turn it upside down. So take your jar with the lid off, and the first thing you're going to want to do is to take your 2 Google eyes that are stuck on with glue dots and just pull them off of the paper. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's glue stuck on the back. So I'm just going to stick it on my jar. It doesn't really matter which way, but they will stick right on like that. Take the other one and put it on, and you can kind of play around with it. You can decide whether you want to have it side by side with the eye that you've already put on, if you want to have them even, if you want to have them close together, or if you want to have them a little bit different so that they look a little quirky. I think I'll make mine a little quirky this time. So I'm going to put it just a little bit lower, a little bit apart. And that's really all you have to do with the eyes. Then you're going to take your masking tape and find the end where it starts. You can also use other things to wrap your mummy. You can use white electrical tape. You could use gauze, but then you're going to have to find a way to stick it on there. And I liked using this because it looks a little weathered, as you can see here. It's okay if it crinkles, and you don't need any glue because it's tape, so the glue is already on it. And I'm going to start at the bottom, which is really the top of the jar, but you can see that there's a ring there. And when you put your lid back on, you can see that the ring goes down just about even with that first bump out of the glass. So that's where you're going to want to start having your tape. So I'm going to stick some on, and you can either work along by pulling the tape, or you can do it in pieces. It doesn't really matter. There's no wrong way to do it. So I'm going to start by putting it on, press it down, and then I'm going to start kind of going up at an angle. And I do want to be sure that when I'm doing it, I don't want to go over my eyes because I want them to be able to peer out. So I'm just going to keep wrapping. And as I said, if you want, you can tear off a piece and wrap it and then put another piece on, because certainly mummies weren't done in one strip of, what would it be, muslin, I guess they would have used. But I'm going to keep on working around with my tape, close to my eyes, but on top of them, and then go back down, overlapping. You can squeeze your tape as you go along to put in some of the wrinkles. When I get down to the bottom, I'm going to want to either tear it off and start a new piece, or just kind of stretch it around and then go back up again. You can leave gaps between your pieces of your tape, or you can have it totally covered. And remember, you can go over the top and then back down. But just keep wrapping until you're satisfied with the way it looks. Do you like being a mummy wrapper? Press out those wrinkles. If you decide you need a little more, add some more. I like to have it go in different directions. Need a little more by that eye. This doesn't take very long. I think I'm almost done. How are you doing? So there's my mummy. Do you think I need a little more over here? I think maybe one more piece. I like working with masking tape because you don't need any scissors. It just rips real easily. So there's my mummy. How's yours looking? Then I'm going to put some around the lid. So you can pop that ring right around the seal. Actually, it won't make any difference, but as you can see on the one that I did, I just put a strip around the outside, just so it didn't look so, well, brassy color. Just going to wrap it around the outside of my jar. And again, it doesn't matter if it's smooth. You can usually stretch out the wrinkles. Looks like I'm going to need a little more. And then I'm just going to press it under. So there's my lid with the tape all around it. And I could put it right on, but we need one more thing because we want it to glow. This is a lantern. So take your little LED light, and on the bottom, there's a spot that's an on-off switch. So flick it on, put it right inside, and then twist your mummy right on top of it so that he's glowing. So that's our project for today. Didn't take long, but it's a lot of fun. If you have some other jars around the house, maybe mom or dad will let you use them and you can make a whole family of mummies. Thanks for joining us for this Crafter School special. We'll be back next month with another fun craft for you to do. Thanks for joining us.